Pose.
All right, about 30 minutes on treadmill. So I'm in this weird spot where sitting sucks, standing too long sucks, movement kind of makes my hip hurt, but also if I don't do those things, my brain kind of gets weird. I've dealt with this pain thing for a long time and I'm a bit over it. This constant balance between if I don't do enough, mentally I kind of get sour, and if I do too much, mentally I get sour because now I'm in pain and I'm kind of pissed about it. Oh well, right? I guess we keep moving. All right. Hosted our men's retreat last weekend and did a round of breath work, and I've done a lot of this. And for those of you who don't understand breath work, it's fine. I'm not trying to sell you on it. But one of those areas it's done is it just helps me get out of my way. If you're curious more about it, look up holotropic breathwork, look up Dr. Stanislav and what he figured out with somatic release around it. It's been great for me. And so this week, just a lot of anger came through. And I've expressed being tired and frustrated and tired of being pain, but I'm angry about it. I'm angry to be back at this point in my life. I'm angry to be still dealing with this 10 years later. I'm tired of having another surgery. I'm really annoyed by the voice in my head giving me the better perspective. I'm angry. I'm handling this a lot better than I did last time. I think even admitting I'm this angry is probably a plus, as I haven't given that space to breathe. I'm angry that I can't do the things I want to do. I hate that I have to make all these concessions all the time to deal with pain. I hate that I'm already thinking about, I'm just tired of it. I'm angry that it's taken as many of my thoughts as it has. And so after a few more days of getting to sit with this and get a couple good nights sleep and get my hip back into normal, stable condition, I'm okay. These waves that are going to come, right? These ups and downs along the process have been on every path I've ever chosen. Pain's not going to be any different. There's moments where it's worse and there's moments where it's better. I guess at this point, one of the differences is that I want to be angry without having to be aggressive to people around me. I don't want that anger to bleed on other people. I don't want that frustration with what I'm going through to hurt others as well just because I'm hurt or hurting, but also being able to express it. I'm allowed to be angry. I'm allowed to be frustrated. I can also be frustrated and grateful for how awesome things are at the same time. I know that the angry and frustrated is this very localized feeling, and the greater overall awareness I have is about how amazing my life is and how great the opportunities I have in front of me are. So between now and next Tuesday, I'm just getting ready to go to Morocco and off to Portugal and Spain, and this is the final farewell of this hip. I'll be trying to keep vlogs rolling while I'm over there. Hope you guys jump in for some of the adventure. I'm continuing to figure out how I like this channel, but I'm enjoying this format. It's kind of provided myself with a bit of a video journal, I guess, of the process of what I'm going through, how I'm figuring it out, and what's happening at this point in my life. In 6 months, things are going to look a lot different. In 6 months, I'll have a new hip. In 6 months, I'll be on the other side of rehab. And in 6 months, I'll be more certain on what I'm doing down in Austin with Correct. We will be making progress on that. We will be having the gym membership return back to where we want it to, really bringing a new energy and excitement to that space. I'm really excited about the other projects I'm working on. I'm excited about the people I've been helping with strategy on how they can build retreats with their community to create more of this in-person connection we've been able to do with Not Dead Yet. Almost 30 men for the last 2 retreats in the last month, plus 28 people that we're going to Morocco with, and another 22 that we go to Vietnam in December. We have now friends that are joining us on trips to Burning Man. This community isn't the business. That's the side effect of building something that's special and building enough value into it that everyone wants to be part. It's a lot less about all this fixing and coaching and scarcity-based community and being around people that are excited about their lives the way we are. People that don't want to be around complaining and people that are constantly triggered and aggravated and just abrasive to any environment you're in. Getting to surround yourself with people that match your vibe just amplifies the energy. And so our boundaries around the type of people we want to hang out with has created a really amazing space for other people to get to experience traveling the world, getting out of their comfort zone, coming to retreats, and surrounding themselves with people that are excited about the life in front of them instead of just so hung up and angry at what was. It's constantly changing. My anger level, my frustration, my pain, my excitement, my energy, all of it is always a temporary moment. But I've done a really good job at this point of knowing how to fulfill it, how to slow back down. And that's one of those things that I see that kills most entrepreneurship and dreams. You can't manage the burnout of going through these sprints. I don't know if anyone's watching the final season of The Boys, but there's this fucking scene, man, toward the end of this last season where Frenchie and Homelander are in this vault being exposed to this uranium, and Frenchie knows it's going to kill him. And he says something to Homelander in that moment that, oh man, made me really happy. And he looked at him and he said, I bet you haven't he looked at him and said, I bet you haven't spent a single second dancing. He hasn't enjoyed a single moment of his life. It's been this constant quest to obtain and be loved instead of allowing yourself to actually feel love. That connection to being present and source, the way fucking energy moves through you and you have to dance and just play. All that power and not a moment of play. No way. And that idea of just getting exposed to that radiation for a bit and getting out and getting back in that Kamiko's doing, I look at that as a lot of these moments in life where there's these heavy sprints, there's these seasons where I'm gonna be on the gas for a period of time and I know that I'm taking damage, but it's the mindset, the down regulation, and those things are what allow me to do that longer before the fuck-its kick in or burnout or any of that. So entrepreneurs will fail because they don't know how to manage the brake pedal because all they have is gas and they run it until something blows up. This ruins relationships, we fire employees, we place blame, we do all these things because our central nervous system is just pegged out. But it's knowing these other strategies are what have allowed me to do this for the last 15 years. It's how I stay excited about it, how I keep making progress, how that I've been able to transition from strength and fitness as an athlete into the apparel and entrepreneurship and then into something else different than what that was with wellness and personal development. I've seen people get trapped in one genre and get too scared to expand past that. I've always wanted to be able to get outside of it, whether it was just Highland Games and finding myself in weightlifting and powerlifting and the rest of strongman in that community, and then ultimately into all areas of fitness, making friends like Rob and Dana, Dan Holgren with running, and Bo Ryan, all these other people doing amazing things in fitness, not just Highland Games. And then as I've gotten into personal development, I'm interested in entrepreneurship. I'm interested in more spirituality. I'm interested in these various things. And so I keep expanding my world as well. And every time I do that, there's always a feeling of insecurity and unknown, but I've just decided to recognize that with excitement because I love it. I love finding out new things. I like that the fucking future is uncertain. If it was certain, I'd be bored to tears. I love the pursuit of a great life as much as I love living it and everything that comes with it. This one's a bit more of a talking video. Let me know what you guys think. Please subscribe, do anything you can. We're kind of making a little bit of traction. We're only down to one negative subscriber over the last couple weeks. But as I'm getting consistent with this, right now the point is just to get this part of my brain kicked back of thinking, of filming, and then editing on the go. So that once I start figuring out exactly what I want this content to look like, I already have some of that consistent rhythm involved. I have some ideas around content I want to create, but that involves me being able to really organize a lot of this old archived footage that we have. Because I've got 10 years of stuff, and I love how much that we have, but we've been so heavy on creation that we really haven't utilized most of what we've done to the best of our ability. And right now, I think it provides a very special thing if I can figure out how to use AI tools to organize it in a way that's very searchable and makes content accessible. So I've got some ideas in the future I'm trying to figure out how to use some tools for. Thank you guys. Thanks for following. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have the new journaling companion book coming out soon, and if anyone is interested in my daily journal prompts, like my version of Daily Stoic, if you're interested in that, drop me a comment and shoot me an email or something like that, and I'll get it over to you for free. Thanks. Always party.